Alright, what is up, YouTube, Rumble, wherever this video is going to be at? It's your boy Debbie2100, and I got another video for you today that is, technically, as you can see by the title, it's going to be an Apple-related video, but this is a different one for me. I was not expecting to be gifted a Mac keyboard, the Magic Keyboard, more or less, I should say. I keep calling it the Mac keyboard. Literally, the only reason I say that is just because I use it for my MacBook all the time, but I was bestowed this beautiful gift the other day, literally from a friend of mine who works at one of the local colleges here, and he was like, hey man, you know, since you got a MacBook and everything like that, you know, because, obviously we had the M1, and then we've got now the M2. When I got the M1, he hadn't been in the store yet, so he didn't even realize that I already had the M1 for a hot minute, and then now I'm on the M2, which I've given the M1 to my little sister, and so when he came in, he was like, oh, well, shit, I didn't, you know, like a couple of weeks back, he was like, oh, you know, I didn't know you were into Macs now. So like, I was like, yeah, I got rid of my desktop, all that stuff. You know, I switched fully over to Macs, and I'm not looking back, and it's been great. Honestly, I've absolutely loved using my Mac M2. Literally, this MacBook Air has been beyond crazily fucking good. I mean, I've been able to play video games that I normally wouldn't doubt I would be able to play on a MacBook. On top of that, all the editing, you know, be music or actual like video editing, all that stuff like that, it just does it so well, handles it like a charm. The 16 gigs of RAM really helps push everything out super easily. I have yet to use the swappable memory on this bad boy, whereas it was actively always using it on the M1. So I gotta say, the M2 does a phenomenal job. The M series chips just do a phenomenal job, and I've enjoyed using them. But if you know how I've been lately, and I've said this a few times on my stream, is that I actively hate using my my actual, like, you know, external keyboard that I have at home, which is a SteelSeries. I can't remember the exact model. It's like the $40 one you'd get at, like, you know, Target or Walmart. But it's a more quiet keys one. I got that originally because, you know, the lady hates it, you know, when she hears the clackiness of the keys and all that other stuff like that, which is kind of funny because this one can get a little loud if I get really hard on the typing and stuff like that, but it's honestly not that bad. But what I love is, look how thin this keyboard is, right? Now, I know there's a lot of people out there, like Lee from F-Stoppers and a few others, that were like, you know, a little disappointed because it doesn't have like feet that can raise it up or anything like that. However, I don't seem to mind that as much. I honestly just like having it right there and having my wrist be able to rest right on the desk, or have it on like one of these mats like I use a lot of times, like from our vape store. I'll use one of those, or just an actual mouse mat, and I'll just have that underneath the keyboard and the mouse, and it'll feel nice underneath the wrist, stuff like that. But honestly, I've had no real actual, like, you know, issues with resting my wrist completely onto the table and typing like this. And honestly, it feels really good. And the travel distance is, I'd say, honestly, just a hair off from what I got on my MacBook, but it's just enough that it's still just smooth. And the fact that it gives me back my numpad. Now, that was a huge thing right here, is getting this back without realizing I actually really missed it a little bit was kind of nice, because legitimately, as I'm typing, a lot of times what I like to do is I like to use this for, like, when I'm doing calculations, if I'm doing budgeting, certain things like in certain games, if I have to do like certain number typing and stuff like that, I like to use the numpad versus using the top row of numbers. Don't know why, it's always been that thing for me. So I do like that I have that, and I get an extra set of function keys as well past the F12, which is also a really nice handy feature as well. And the fact that it's wireless, by the way, still at 100%. I've unplugged this since yesterday at around like 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Pacific time, and it's still been at 100%. It literally has not dropped. Like, I'm going to look right now on my MacBook, and still 100%. Insane. Now, it does charge with lightning cord. I was a little down, depressed, because that means, like, oh man, that means I have to keep the lightning cord for 2 things, and my AirPods and this guy, because I got gifted these AirPods, are also a gift that was given to me. These are like one of the first generation ones, so they do use a lightning cord, and they just don't last very long, which is why I don't tend to use them as much as I would use like my actual, like, big over-the-ear headphones and stuff like that. Whereas, like, I do have some Skull Candies here that I do like using from time to time. The only problem is when I'm walking around with these guys, they do tend to disconnect very easily when they enter a very high traffic area of Bluetooth or any type of Wi-Fi or anything like that. It gets kind of messed up with the signals. So I do tend to have a big issue with that. With this guy, obviously, I haven't taken it out anywhere or anything like that, but this has been absolutely amazing, just taking it back and forth between here and home. I have used it to game on. It has done amazing for gaming. Now look, the built-in keyboard has already done amazing for gaming as well, but I was not expecting this to have, like, I mean, to kind of put it bluntly, it actively has like anti-ghosting going on without it like declaring that, right? Because like you buy a gaming keyboard, one of the biggest things you're looking for is the anti-ghosting, right? You want to be able to push any of the keys all the time, whatever you want, all at the same time. So pretty much like if you put your whole freaking body weight on top of the keyboard, every key that got pressed would just press in whatever order that it felt that it got pressed in, right? Because if you're pressing them all at the same time, it's just kind of being like, all right, that was by half a millisecond, this was by a nanosecond, you know what I'm getting at. So it's gonna, register all those clicks like that, and effectively, this thing does the same thing. Like while I'm playing games like Borderlands or anything like high movement like Counter-Strike or anything like that, this is handled beyond what I thought it could handle. I was like, damn, this is a good keyboard. And again, just for how flat, how thin, just how beautifully made, machined this is. This is a beautiful work of machinery. Again, like honestly, very, very, very impressed with what the engineers over at Apple are doing with these things, because honestly, this Magic Keyboard has been so much fun to use. Like I can't even like begin to describe it to you guys. You'll be seeing tons of shots of this being moved around and everything like that, just kind of showcasing it, because literally it is really pretty. I love the way it looks, and I also get Touch ID full size, and everything being a full size key on this is absolutely amazing too. Also, so you guys can kind of see, you can see that it's already gotten some wear for me as well. Plus, my buddy who gave me this said that he more or less got this, used it for about a couple months. Then he was given his new keyboard that he uses all the time, which is the Logitech. I can't remember the one. It's a Logitech where you can literally have it set up between 3 different PCs or Macs, whatever. It has the command on the side where you just click it and it'll switch between whatever unit you're using. So that's the one he uses a lot, and it is backlit lit, whereas this is not. Now that was the only downside. Apple, come on, please give me some RGB lighting. Or not really RGB lighting, but just give me the backlight, the white lighting like you do on my MacBook. Whereas apparently, for whatever reason, only the iPad one, the Magic Keyboard, has the backlighting, whereas the Mac ones do not. But here's the other big thing that I also kind of like thought about too, right? Because I already still have the SteelSeries external keyboard at home, right? And then I'm going to have this guy. Well, this, though, will become the main unit for the Mac Mini when I buy that guy. And then if I really want to have another keyboard that I'm using for my MacBook, because I don't maybe want to keep using the keys on the MacBook or wear and tear on it, whatever the case is, I have an external keyboard. So I still have 2 keyboards now that I can utilize between both units, which means that all that is going to be even, like literally that much easier to switch between everything. Now, I did just really hit the caps lock. That is also my favorite thing on here is that green light. I love that green light for whatever reason. Don't get me wrong, like I love the white backlighting on these guys, but there's just something about that green light that they use for it. It just looks so cool that I wish it kind of had like that same look through behind the entire keys. And honestly, I think Apple, if you really, really wanted to like get the gamers really hardcore, start making just a few of these RGB. Do it like maybe even like a limited edition run, right? Do a couple of these RGB, especially when Cyberpunk drops. You should do ones that are literally this whole board be yellow, and then the keys be either like that teal blue, or just a really good jet black like they are right now, like the yellow and black. Or I think a yellow and blue would look really good with this. Or you could do yellow black keys with the blue writing on it and have that white light blasted so that it actually gives it almost like a blue light effect to it, and it would look amazing. And I think that would be really cool to do that in conjunction with Cyberpunk being ported over to your Mac systems, because that shows right there that gamers like, hey guys, here we have the test bench of fucking PCs coming to Mac, and now we have, you'd be like, now we have a keyboard that'll match that whole experience and show you that we are actually damned, we're going to be showing damn, seriousness on how much we really care about gaming now on a Mac, because gaming on a Mac is feasible. I am so tired of hearing people be like, gaming on a Mac is just not there yet, guys. Really bullshit, okay? I've shown you guys on my Steam pages, I've shown you guys my Epic page. Also, I've shown you guys just the Apple page that I use, like my arcade page. All of the games that I have just sitting on my little 500 gig SSD here, right? On this little guy right here contains a ton of amazing games that I have enjoyed playing, whether it be Resident Evil, Ocean Horde 2, or being Zen Pinball, or it's my 7 Days to Die, or maybe it's Borderlands 2. Maybe it's Vampire Survivors, which I put so many damn hours into that weird little game, dude. I don't know what it is about that fucking game, but dude, I get hooked. If I play Vampire Survivors, I am hooked for the day. I am just gonna be sitting here just do 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 do. Oh, you guys can't see what I'm doing right now, but I'm messing with my mouse and my keyboard. But kind of just be like, yep, that's what I'm doing. Just running around on a map, just running around, just having fun and enjoying the experience I have on my MacBook. Now, again, many people would be like, well, dude, that's not a really high demanding game. Yes, you're right, it's not. But the fact that it allows me to kill some time in between doing videos like this, when we're maybe really slow, I've already done some cleaning at work, whatever the case is. Maybe I'm just at home and I just want to hang out, play some video games at home. I will play Vampire Survivors just to kill some time. I like the game. I know, it's weird. I like the game, okay? It's a lot of fun. But legitimately, this was the coolest gift I have ever been given, bar none. The only thing I'd say that comes close to it is the AirPods. And the only thing I gotta say is that I just wish the AirPods lasted longer, right? I wish they would last just a little longer, because they only last me about anywhere between like 45 minutes to an hour at best before I gotta put them on the charger. Because as soon as they say 50%, they're dead. This guy, though, having lasted as long as it has, because my buddy was like, dude, it's just not getting used on my desk. It's just sitting there collecting dust. He's like, and I know you're a Mac user. He goes, and you seem like you're really gonna get the most out of this thing. And it's like, dude, if this hasn't been already the biggest show that I have been using this guy so much that I legitimately took it to work back with me, right? Literally, I had taken this home with me, went home, and literally as soon as I got into work, I was like, yes, bring out the keyboard so we can use it for the Mac. Set it down, bam, and I started getting going on that thing. And legitimately, what I love is that form factor on the keyboard, because I have never ever thought I would like something like this. Okay, I'm a mechanical keyboard snob. I love my mechanical keyboards. This, never thought would be something that would be like, yeah, this for me works. And the trackpad that they make is just like this. So I can literally get this guy and get a external trackpad and have that going instead of having to have this guy. And for those that think that I wouldn't do that, yes, I would. I would absolutely 100% do that. So I would be so happy to definitely have that happen. So, but this has been your boy, Debbie. I definitely say, because I'm getting too many notifications on my phone and it's starting to annoy me now, because I hate that I tell people, hey, don't message me. I'm doing a video. I hate because even doing it in focus mode. If I do that, then it stops bringing the messages over to my MacBook sometimes, and I have a little trouble getting it to re-bring them back over. So absolutely hate when that happens. But so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the video here though, guys. This has been your boy Debbie signing off. I will see you guys in the next one. Let me know what you guys thought of the video. Drop that like button, drop a subscribe if you enjoyed the channel, enjoyed the video. And let me know in the comments below what you thought of the video, or what you thought of the actual Magic Keyboard, whether or not you would want to pick up one or not. And if you do have one, how do you enjoy your Magic Keyboard as well? But let me know down in the comments below. Take it easy, guys. See y'all.